Good morning, gang. Happy Monday morning. So, we're going to do a little history today and how it relates to today. Not many of us are old enough to remember Joe McCarthy. I certainly am not. uh, maybe you know who he is, McCarthyism, the Red Scare, that sort of stuff. Go back to the 1940s, the 1950s, and McCarthy leading the charge to get the communists out of the U.S. government, okay? That we were being infiltrated by the Soviet Union at all levels of government. Yeah, history doesn't necessarily repeat itself, but it sure as hell rhymes. The Red Scare we have. I don't know, would that be Red China? Remember that term? That one kind of disappeared from the vernacular. Everybody just decided to call it the CCP or something like that because it didn't sound so threatening. No, Red China, Communist China, okay? Communist Venezuela. Let's start taking a look at this. Over the weekend, a lot of you caught it. I'm certain of that. I mean, I talked about it on Saturday night's live stream. We had the illustrious Potato in Chief come out and give a speech to the commencement address to the graduates at Howard University and declared that the greatest terrorist threat to the United States is white supremacy. Deflection, okay? Amazingly, no sooner did Biden give this speech that you had a march on Washington by a couple of hundred people, okay, called by a group called Patriot Nation. Maybe you saw this video. So I want you to look at that as you did. You had everybody in a uniform of some sort, khaki pants. You had them all masked. You had them all flying flags upside down, everything like that, all right? If this isn't a charade, if this isn't a deflection tactic, if those guys aren't feds, I'll be a monkey's uncle, okay? You take a look at this next picture here, all right? And you look at this. This is guys being arrested. Now, I want you to, just as silly as this is, I want you to take a look at this. And I'm going to go back to my days of prisoner handling. If I've arrested these guys, the first thing I'm going to do is pull their masks off. I want to see who they are, okay? I want to make sure while they are in my custody, there is no worry about them asphyxiating themselves or whatever. I want to make sure that they have nothing hidden on them, okay? Then you take a look at him with his hands behind his back, zip tied, with gloves on. No, those gloves would be coming off, okay? Because slide your hands a little easier. I can't get a good tie down on zip ties. That is screaming setup and deflection to me, that these guys are not who they say they are. Okay? Then you had Alejandro Mayorkas, the Secretary of Department of Homeland Security, the one who wants all these illegals to come across the border, is encouraging it, actually had the nerve to come out this week and say that since Title 42 was repealed, that illegal border crossings have gone down. No. The reason illegal border crossings might have gone down in certain areas is because Greg Abbott put up a bunch of barbed wire fencing around the border and had state police and National Guard patrolling the barbed wire fences And as the migrants walked trying to find a break in it, the cops moved on the other side of it and didn't let them through. Okay? That was it. It was up a steep embankment, and these people couldn't make it, whatever it would be. Abbott's doing what's needed to keep all these illegals out of here. Biden and Mayorkas, no. I'm going to go back to the Red Scare part here a little bit real quick. Anybody seen any of these pictures? You have Venezuelans, communist Venezuela, okay, coming across the border, getting into the United States, and groups of them standing there waving the Venezuelan flag. Now, let me see. If you're seeking asylum, which is what this is all about, okay, you're trying to avoid the political persecution or the criminal prosecution of yourself. You are not coming here. You do not. The definition of asylum is not, gee, I'm poor, I need a job, and I need money. That is not the basis for getting asylum. But yet, all these people who are apparently proud Venezuelans, because they're waving the Venezuelan flag on U.S. land, want to come here. Why? For money. To take your money, my money, and ship it back to Venezuela. They want a better life. Good. Go make your better life in Venezuela. Topple Maduro. Simple as that. Okay? No, they want our money. By them taking our money and expatriating it to Venezuela or to wherever, that makes less money in circulation here in the United States, which doesn't do good for our economy. All right? Let's print dollars and send them to other countries. Gee, Joe, what's all the sending money to Ukraine done to our economy? Oh, I don't know. It's destroyed it and driving inflation up. Same thing, okay? I want you to understand this. This is the same thing economically. There's so many people that go, well, they're not moving Mexicans, or they're not moving Venezuelans or El Salvadorans or Hondurans or Haitians or Chinese or whatever into my neighborhood. It doesn't affect me. Yes, it does. Okay. If you caught this, Border Patrol actually caught a terrorist, a real terrorist, an Afghan national who's on the terrorist watch list, caught him trying to assimilate and come over the border over the weekend. The Chinese are sending boatloads of people into the United States. I talked about Joe McCarthy at the beginning, the Red Scare, trying to get rid of the communists from our government. We have a new McCarthy in the House of Representatives. He happens to be the Speaker of the House. We need McCarthyism 2.0 to get rid of the communists who are running this. Joe Biden, Mayorkas, Nancy Pelosi, Adam Schiff, Chuck Schumer, all that, who completely did, AOC, Bernie Sanders, right, who completely believe in communism and are importing people that are sympathetic to communist ideas to be their soldiers. To make it even better, the government is coming up with these fraudulent things like this Patriot Nation March with a bunch of feds running around, dressed up, pretending to be white nationalists, okay? So there's an optic so that they can freak out the American public, and so they can push us down a little bit further, going, I don't want to stand up for my country. I might be considered a white nationalist or whatever it is. This is what they're doing, guys. They are suppressing your voice. They are suppressing us and bringing in the loud communist rabble-rousers to replace us. This is replacement theory. Their hope is to replace all of those of us who are actual true patriots, not feds dressed up as ones, and replace us with communist plebes who will go, okay, We'll do whatever you want. You want me to go do that? I'll go do that. Just give me my bowl of gruel. We need to watch out from both sides. The psyop stuff that's going on and the vernacular that's coming out of these guys' mouths is a threat to the United States. It's time for the Red Scare 2, McCarthyism 2, for our House of Representatives to start prosecuting, not investigating, all these crimes that are being committed by the current administration. The weaponization of the FBI, the weaponization of the DOJ, yada, yada, yada. You see all these American citizens being arrested for defending themselves, for helping a lady on a subway, for taking out an Uber driver that is pointing an AK-47. You see those guys being charged, prosecuted, and convicted. But please, show me the rap sheets, show me the court cases for all those people in Portland or in Chicago or in St. Louis or in Washington, D.C. that are going out and killing people and destroying government property and public property. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Kamala Harris is bailing them out. Please see this for what it is, guys. This is an attempt at a communist takeover of the United States. They are bringing their soldiers in from the southern border. They're all military-age males. They are all coming from communist countries, and everything that we stand for is being staged to look like we're the bad guys. Lock and load, guys. Get ready. It's coming. Pinball out.